Hey guys, this is Miss Tiffany again, and we are here for a review for New Grammar, CC Cycle 1, Week 18. So we're going to get started with our geography, and we did Mesoamerica region. So we actually moved from our Africa map this week to our world map here, and we're doing Mesoamerica, which is right in here, if you can see that, hopefully. For some reason, that's super blurry. So Mesoamerica, and then we actually blew it up right here so that we could see it right here. So we have the region is Mesoamerica. We have the Gulf of Mexico, which is just this big Gulf area right here, which we are familiar with. So the Gulf of Mexico, which is this body of water right here. The Yucatan Peninsula, which is, as Ms. Kelly pointed out, looks like a big thumb. All right, so the Yucatan Peninsula. The Olmec civilization, which is the smallest one right there. If you can see that right there. If you're holding up your thumb kind of like that, you see how my thumb is? It's Olmec's right here. Okay, it's right there. So Olmec civilization, the Maya civilization is over here. It actually takes up the thumb part, kind of goes up this way. And then, of course, we have the Aztec, which comes up over here with, if you were holding up your finger like that, kind of your hands over here, your fingers over here. Okay, so that's the Gulf of Mexico, which is the water, the Yucatan Peninsula, the Olmec civilization, and then, of course, you have your Maya civilization, which goes into most of that thumb area, and then the Aztec civilization, which is over here. Right, so that is geography for week 18. For timeline, we started with card 120, which is the Cherokee Trail of Tears, the Cherokee Trail of Tears. 121 is U.S. westward expansion. 122 is Marx publishes the Communist Manifesto. 123 is the Compromise of 1850 and the Dred Scott decision. 124 is U.S. restores trade with Japan. 125 is British Queen Victoria's rule over India. And 126 is Darwin publishes The Origin of Species. So that's what we have for timeline for week 18. For history, is tell me about the mound builders. Circa 1000 to, so we're going to put a 1 up for 1000. Circa 1000 to 80, 14. So we're going to do 14. I think that's this 14 ACL and ASL. Excuse me. In 1450 to 80, 1450, we're going to do 3. We're going to say North American because this is North and this is South America. So North, South America. It's a little bit longer. So North America mound building civilizations were the Adena. So we're going to do A. So what we did for this in class is we started off by doing the A's and we shake it. So Adena, and then Hopewell, which is the more advanced. So we did H and we did advanced. And then the Mississippians, we did our M's, and we went down the Mississippi River. So that's the area it's in. So what we did is actually, Miss Destiny helped me, and so the two of us kind of changed it up on the spot there because the kids were having hard times, and they usually do with the ASL. So what we actually ended up doing, so that's what I intended, and if you want to do something more advanced, your kids can handle it, then by all means do what I just explained. But what we did, what we ended up doing for these little kids in class, we said circa 1000 BC to 80, 1450, 3 North American mound building civilizations were the Adena. So we did this. Then we just did advanced for Hopewell. So Hopewell and the Mississippians. And we went down the Mississippi. So that's what we did. We ended up doing for our history. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do it to the music.
Week 19.
Nope.
Week 18.
Correct.
Tell me about the mound builders.
Here we go.
Circa 1000 BC to AD 1450, 3 North American mound building civilizations were the Adena, the Hopewell, and the Mississippians.
All right, here we go.
Circa 1000 BC to AD 1450, 3 North American mound building civilizations were the Adena, the Hopewell, and the Mississippians. Circa 1000 BC to AD 1450, 3 North American mound building civilizations were the
so that's what we did for history. For math, we did the area of a triangle, and of course we continued with the math hokey pokey. The area of a triangle equals 1/2 base times height. So we showed them what the triangle was, and which they already know, but we drew it in the air. So we said the area of a triangle equals 1/2 base times height. The area of a triangle equals 1 times base times height. 1/2 base times height. The area of a triangle equals 1/2 base times height. That's what it's all about. We do the math pokey. So that's what we did for the math pokey. So for Latin, we're in this is our second week in second declension noun ending, singular and plural. And of course, we're doing this with the orchestra. For singular, we're doing this. So it's us-e-o-o, 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 singular, second declension, e-orum is os is, e-orum is os is, e-orum is os is, plural second declension. So that was our Latin. For English, it's helping verbs. We're continuing in our list of helping verbs, and it's should, could, would. And adding that to our jingle bells, this is how it goes. So we start off with our definition. It goes like this. A helping verb helps another verb. Assert, action, being, or existence. Do, does, did, has, have, had, may, must, might, should, could, would. All right, so that's what we did for English. You'll see how I'm directing myself. So that's our helping verbs for English. For science, what are the 4 types of ocean floor? The 4 types of ocean floor are continental shelf, abyssal plain, mid-ocean ridge, and trench. So we have the continental shelf. So we're kind of creating a shelf right here. Continental shelf, abyssal plain, put them straight out, mid-ocean ridge, and trench. Make it a trench, okay? So we have what are the 4 types of ocean floor? The 4 types of ocean floor are continental shelf, abyssal plain, mid-ocean ridge, and trench. So that is our new grammar for CC Cycle 1, Week 18. I hope you guys enjoy this and it was helpful. Have a great week.